if you're considering the Garmin Striker Vivid 7CV for your next fishing trip, because the colorful sonar promises to show fish like never before. Hold up, because I'm about to reveal key issues that might just make you think twice before hitting buy. But here's what surprised me. Despite its flashy new vivid scanning sonars and smartphone connectivity, this fish finder isn't quite the game-changer Garmin hypes it as. In fact, some features darker than a deep-sea dive leave room for frustration. So, if you want to avoid wasting over $400 on tech that doesn't fully deliver, keep watching. This isn't your typical praise-heavy review. Get ready for the honest truth. Now let's dive in. The Garmin Striker Vivid 7CV has a 7-inch color display with multiple high-contrast sonar palettes that promise to make fish and structures beneath the surface pop visually. It comes bundled with the GT20 transducer, which provides both traditional CHIRP sonar and CHIRP ClearVü scanning sonar. Plus, you get a tilt-swivel bail mount, mountings for trolling motors and transom setups, and built-in GPS for waypoint marking, route planning, and speed tracking. Oh, and it comes with Wi-Fi connectivity for the Active Captain app. So supposedly you can transfer waypoints, get notifications, and even connect with other anglers sharing maps via the Garmin QuickDraw community. Sounds impressive on paper, right? But here's where reality bites. First, the user interface. Garmin focused on creating a simple, easy-to-use experience. And while that sounds good for a casual angler, serious fishermen will find the menus a bit sluggish and unintuitive. Switching between sonar modes or adjusting settings mid-trip feels clunky. The tilt-swivel mount is a nice touch, letting you adjust viewing angle easily, but the device's bulk and weight make it less beginner-friendly on smaller boats. Plus, the screen's brightness, though decent, can struggle under direct sunlight. Kind of ironic for something you're supposed to be using out in the open water all day. Then, there's the transducer. The GT20 included boasts Garmin's ClearVü scanning sonar, which is designed to paint a nearly photographic image of underwater structure and fish. However, many users report inconsistent image quality depending on water depth and clarity. Sometimes the fish just don't pop as vividly as the marketing suggests, especially in murky conditions. If you're fishing in deeper lakes or saltwater, the performance can degrade further, and that's a real bummer for anyone expecting top-tier sonar detail. This strikes at the heart of what makes a fish finder worthwhile: reliable underwater vision. Now let's talk GPS and mapping. The built-in high-sensitivity GPS is great for marking hotspots and tracking your boat's speed. The QuickDraw Contours software is another highlight, supposedly allowing you to create custom maps with 1-foot contours. While that sounds fantastic, the reality is it demands consistent sailing over the same area to collect enough data, which can be tedious. Also, the on-device maps lack the detail and update frequency you'd expect from premium chart plotters. Therefore, if you want professional-grade navigation or comprehensive mapping, this device might fall short. If you're a weekend warrior who loves to save favorite fishing spots, it's serviceable, but don't expect chart perfection straight out of the box. What about that Wi-Fi and smartphone connectivity? Sure, connecting to the Active Captain app can sync waypoints and deliver software updates, but you'll need a compatible phone and a reliable connection. Some reviewers mention dropped connections or lag when trying to transfer data on the water, which defeats the seamless experience Garmin promises. Also, smart notifications like incoming calls pop up on the device, but if you're focused on reading sonar signals, this can get distracting quite fast. Plus, it's a bit ironic because you're out fishing to unplug, right? Now here's a question to chew on. Are you buying this for an occasional fishing trip or as a serious angler who demands precision, durability, and ease of use? If it's the former, this unit's intuitive setup and vivid colors might be enough to keep you excited. But if you're lining up a daily battle with bass or trout, you'll likely crave crisper sonar returns and a sharper user interface. And by the way, While the $420 price tag puts it in the mid-range bracket, you might find better sonar and GPS fidelity for the same money, or just a little more from competitors who specialize in fish finder tech. And speaking of price, let's talk value. Garmin is a giant in the GPS and marine tech space, so that brand name commands respect. But you're paying a premium that partly covers the Garmin ecosystem, the app, community, updates. But the core sonar performance and screen tech feel just a notch below what the price implies. It's like paying for a gourmet meal and getting a tasty but somewhat basic burger. Not terrible, but not exactly what you dreamed of ordering. So is it worth it? If you prioritize ease of use, integration, and brand reliability over ultra-high-detail sonar, maybe yes. If you value cutting-edge sonar imaging, the Striker Vivid 7CV might leave you wishing for more fishy goodness. Before we wrap up, let's inject a little humor here, because we all need it after debating fish fenders, right? Why did the fish fender break up with the fisherman? It just couldn't handle the depth of his problems. Or how about this? What do you call a fish fender that doesn't work? A real disappointment. Okay, one more. Why did the GPS and the fish fender never get along? Because the fish fender was always a little off course. Plus, what did the angler say when he saw the vivid colors on the Striker 7CV screen? This fish fender really knows how to scale things up. To sum up, this is a solid fish finder for beginners and casual fishermen who want a combination of color-rich sonar, built-in GPS, and smartphone integration, all wrapped in a Garmin package. Its tilt-swivel mount, the GT20 transducer with CHIRP and ClearVü sonar, and quick-draw contours mapping provide considerable value for exploring your favorite lakes and rivers. However, if you're looking for professional-grade sonar precision, crystal clear imaging under all conditions, flawless smartphone connectivity, and superior sunlight visibility, you'll likely want to explore options with higher-end features or trade-offs in price. But here's the good news. It's far from a bad device, and many anglers love how the color palettes make fish and structures easier to spot than on older models. The GPS functionality and mapping software add substantial utility, especially for freshwater anglers who like to plan routes or mark effective fishing spots. Plus, Garmin's ecosystem continues to evolve, meaning future software updates could improve some of the connectivity quirks. So what's the final verdict? If you're a casual angler looking for a reasonably priced, user-friendly fish finder with bright colors and decent GPS features, the Garmin Striker Vivid 7CV is worth considering. Just don't expect it to replace a pro-level sonar or a full-fledged chart plotter combo multiple thousands spend on. It's a valuable tool, but with room for improvement. If you want the best price and current deals on the Garmin Striker Vivid 7CV, check the link in the description below. Whether it's your first fish finder or a mid-level upgrade, it could be the colorful fishing sidekick you need this season. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you've tried it or have questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest reviews that help you fish smarter, not harder. Now go catch some fish, not buyer's remorse.